Alright, this is the hiveswap demo. I'm gonna try and plan on playing the full game, but for now we'll only be doing the demo. I just want to test out this game first. See if it's worth it. Anyways, maybe I'm pretty sure this is connected to Homestuck. Or at least like pretty sure it's made like the same person by Andrew Hussey, aka the creator of Homestuck. I'm not sure though, I kind of forgot. Characters do look very similar to Homestuck. Oh. Your name is... Sorry, you're gonna need a minute. Okay, you gave yourself a minute to freak out because of the monster. The thing with all the legs and teeth, the one you barely got away from. A minute's up though. Take a deep breath. Let the uncertainty slip away into the toothy arm waggling darkness, and focus on what you know. Your name is Joey Clare. You live just outside the town of Hauntswich. You are, in no particular order, a puzzle solver, a semi-orphan, a dancer at multiple schools, an aspiring veterinarian, and a big sister. Speaking of, that monster, the one that barely missed eating you alive, only you're not thinking about that right now, it might be headed back outside where your little brother is. You gotta warn him. So can I move? Here we go. So, let's see. What do I do? Computer? Your modem always makes a mighty racket while you yawn. Probably not worth riling up any hallway snakes to surf your sites right now. It's not like there's much new to see. Anyway, you're sure that Jude would have let you know if anyone in your webbering had updated their sites. So, what do I do? To where you keep your clothes, you consider your fashion statement to be fun and comfortable and try to model yourself on Clarissa. Clarissa. She really does explain quite a few things, except of course precisely where she gets her clothes and how she manages to look so great all the time. Oh, here. Yeah. Fizzle light. Uh-oh. Yep, no batteries. You remember cannibalizing the walkie-talkie when something else needed them. You can't recall exactly what that something else was. Lamb? One day you hope to be a veterinarian. Then you can be the one caring for fuzzy-faced baby critters. So when someone catches you in the act of snuggling them all and tells you to take a hike, you can flash your vet badge and say you're here for professional medical business. Then they'll have to take the hike, not you. Looks like I can't interact with the lamp. Try to remember if Lisa ever gotten any jams like this. You have so much in common. Annoying little brother, computer in your room, second story bedroom. As much as you hate to admit it, Clarissa's life deviates from yours on a number of vertices. Her parents were around, she had a cool friend who was a boy, but not her boyfriend, no monsters in the yard, etc. It's easy to make your very own cake, or something like that. You were really excited to get this for your birthday last year, but you ran out of baking stuff pretty quick. You could use regular sugar and flour or whatever, but it's not like you have those things just sitting around. Who does, honestly? People with moms, you guess? So, where do I look? Your babysitter gave you this for your birthday. Joey, she said. The wizard's the best. He lives in his little wizardy orb, just swimming in spells and glitter. He'll protect you. Look, he's doing it right now. Your baby sister loves wizards, obviously. She's pretty great. Your babysitter got you this junior veterinarian's med kit. It's kind of important to you, so you think you'll leave it here for now. It would really bust you up if something happened to it. So, where do I go? Oh. Okay, maybe there's something here. You really get a charge out of this game. It's kind of bossy though. Let's test it out. Alright, that's where you put the walkie-talkie batteries. We'll just take them back out. Okay, one more game for old time's sake first. Jude's probably fine. Okay, there we go. Looks like the green button isn't working. Well, the solid just satisfied. Might as well scavenge the batteries. Alright, nice. There's a whole lot to check, but the goal of this game is to get 4 of your colored circles in a row before your opponent. You're trying to do the same. You can also theoretically connect 5 if you're kind of a showy jerk. Let's see. There's a book. It's locked. If you wish to gain access to your long buried or recently buried secrets, you'll have to use the diary key. That little girl there, she's destined for big things. Big hopes, big fears, big worries, big loneliness. Now, hold on, pull yourself together. What would your mom say if she knew you were thinking like that? You really wish you knew. Since she's been gone, you've been less and less of PA over the years. Guess he had greener pastures to move on to, or bluer beauties. Okay. Acorn's Shadow is surprisingly dark for a show about a group of horse friends. It can turn down to some troubling psychological roads. I'll step in. You really don't really perform the styles of dance that make this movie such a pulse-pounding barn burner of a smash hit, but you certainly like to, someday. The story keeps happening. Just look at that childlike empress. She sure looks pretty pleased with herself for someone who's only in the movie for about 5 minutes. Canadian Campfire Spookums is the best. It's about these kids who get together in the woods every week, and one of them throws some dust into a fire, and then they tell a scary story, and that scary story happens in the episode. You have to kind of focus more on the framing narrative than you did on the stories, but whatever, it's the best, just like you said. The bounty hunter's advice for dealing with monsters would probably be to shoot them, or change your shape, or both at once. She's cool but pretty difficult to emulate. Ginger Rogers, gosh, she's really something. The greatest tap dancer who ever clattered gracefully across the screen. Probably? No, wait. Definitely. It's still kicking. You love Block Hustle. The game of descending columns disappear as lines are filled, but only find a poster of the American box art. What could possibly go wrong? That's what Bubsy would say if he were here, but he'd never stop saying it. You'd hear it in your head forever, echoing like screams, echo across still water. Those who know. This game is only available in Japan, but there is this kid at school who says his uncle works at a games company, and he says he gets to play all sorts of secret games before they even come out here. He runs off at the mouth like he has all this insider information and sources inside the game companies, but honestly, you think he's just desperate for attention. You tend to ignore him and focus on more pleasant things like this super cool poster, Second Mom Rules. Prodigious collection of titles for your console's hungry cartridge-shaped mouth. All the best ones are here. Well, all the ones you happen to own are here. You can spend all day listening to them. There's Bubsy, there's Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy. Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy, so you think you'll stop there. You might as well go lay down for a bit, actually. This is Sir Bappy Passwater, your beloved manthro chap. You tend to his fussy whims and needs when you trouble to imagine what they might be, but a daring dream, to combine the finest qualities of the animal kingdom with the nobility of humanimals. Wait, you mean humanity. And Sir Bappy Posswater will have to attend to his own fussy whims and needs for a while. You got a lot of crap on your plate right now. Beanbags are making a big comeback lately. It beats sitting on the floor, and that's all you can really ask of a beanbag. I wonder if there's anything else. I don't think so. I can look out. Yikes. More of them? Gentrification is a real monster. Blistering social commentary aside, you sincerely hope you and your brother aren't killed and eaten by these eyeless horrors. Remember when you were raking up those leaves, your dog knocked Jude over and you laughed, and then everything turned to monsters. Ah, memories. It'd be nice if those monsters were as weirded out by that weird skull fountain as you are. Unfortunately, that thing is probably a monster chick. Poor puppy, if that icky snaky thing hurt her, well, you use your budding veterinary skills to patch her up and make it all better. But you'd also be very angry. Right now she doesn't seem to come out of her doghouse. You don't blame her. You briefly muse on the metaphorical significance on the flashing light. What could it represent? The past? The future? America? It's your stupid brother. You need to get in touch with him. Wait, I believe I haven't... Ah, okay. Oh, wait. The sun has just set, making for a glorious autumn eve. As such, autumnal? The evening glory radiates from the heavens, kissing the clouds on its way down to earth. Stupid clouds, all untouchable and ephemeral and stuff. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Alright. I believe that's everything here. Alright, I think I interacted with that. About this. Also, interacted with that. They should be pretty safe on the shelf, which is the point of the shelves, you suppose. Puppy Surprise is having puppies. How many? That's a surprise. Puppy Surprise. Puppy Surprise. Whenever you let this thing, the song for that commercial runs through your head like a snake monster on an autumn afternoon. It's a great place to stash your keepsakes, where they stay, as safe as a teen hiding in her bedroom from a mistaken monster. Search. You reach inside the expectant plush canine, and Puppy Surprise is having puppies. There's a key. 2 keys. The diary key. While you're at it, you think you should keep this beautiful heirloom of your mom's close. Just a feeling. Deep, inexplicable, impossible to ignore feeling. Alright, now that I got the diary key, I guess I could... You unlock and open your diary. Nice juicy secrets, here you come. Except they're just your boring secrets, so you don't care. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum life you led, but you think today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words. Yes, before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible snaky thing. Maybe something for your past will shed some light on today's terror mysteries. Some little detail mentioned offhand and forgotten. The key kicking off a casual cascade of connections that terminates in a catastrophe of snake monsters. April 13th, 1994. Dear Diary. No. Oh nothing much happened today. I tried to make some new friends at school, to maybe expand our social circle beyond just me and Juice friends all the time. Wait, is it weird to call my brother's friends my social circle? Ah, well, you know what I mean, Diary. I don't have any friends I can really call mine, so I'm trying to branch out. I guess it's better than calling them my brethren. The kids at school are jerks, though, and they call me a poser when I try to talk to them about games I like and stuff. Between you and me, I think a bunch of kids at school might be evil? Geez, now I'm sounding all paranoid, like my brother. They're just up to no good, I can feel it. By Joey. Phew. First day of summer vacation. I can't wait to get a break from all those clowns at school. Sometimes I think what I really need is a vacation from humanity. Joey. I can't believe I haven't recorded an entry since the beginning of last summer. Needless to say, I've been back to school for a while now. Next summer can't come soon enough. I came home to a drunk babysitter again today. Sure is some quality adult supervision we youngsters are getting around here. We youngsters getting around here. She means well enough, though. Haven't heard from Pa in weeks. Last we saw him, he popped in the house to drop off more stupid mummies and globes or whatever, then skipped off to go on more adventures. What a bozo. Also, how lame is it that he made us call him Pa instead of Dad while we were growing up? I miss Mom. Joey. If this is going to be the last entry in your diary, then by gum, you're going to scare the bejesus out of whoever finds the monster snake child. November 11th, 1994, dear diary. Forgive my hasty and nervous scribbling. I'm kinda scared, but maybe also a little bit excited. And I can't talk as much now, there's a slime cutting monster on the prowl. Possibly hungry for kid meat too. So I gotta... Okay, I don't have a darn clue what I have to do, but I'll fill you in later on once I do it. Joey. Satisfied, you've done your duty, vis-a-vis prosperity, in case the worst should happen. You relock your diary and hide the key again. Safe and sound. Alright. Now, I guess Success, the walkie-talkie now works like a charm now. A charm with battery power. You feel pretty pleased with yourself. It would seem you just solved your first puzzle of many, on what is sure to be a sweeping adventure full of mysterious brainbusters. Then again, putting batteries in a thing isn't technically solving a puzzle, you suppose. It is just overcoming a minor inconvenience that you created yourself using mundane, widely available modern technology. You don't care enough, though. You're counting it. Jude, you there? Are you alright? Yeah. Ben covertly signaling status and requesting yours. Over. You mean the lantern? I don't know Morse code. Would never use such easily decipherable code. Over. Enemy agents everywhere. Over. Wait. Over. Still unconfirmed. Vis-a-vis your condition following enemy surfing encounter. Over. Please report by status. How gross? Over. I'm fine. No bites, you weirdo. But thank you for asking. It was a close one. Great. Let's hurry. Over. That reminds me. After I shut the door on it, I think I heard it clumping off back down the stairs. I don't think you should leave your treehouse anytime soon. It might be headed back your way. No plans to leaving current location yard. Problem with Cryptic Vanguard. Over. Wait it out then? Yeah, whatever's going on, I guess you should just wait it out since we're both safe where we are. Negative. Over. What? Why not? Purely defensive posture, tactically suicidal. Monsters, likely just distraction. Could have obscured additional agents on approach. Over. You mean like more monsters or? Can discuss on an unsecured channel. Can't be certain who's listening. But evidence points to Antares Cross conspiracy cascade. Over. What? Over. Believe you're taking this seriously. Are you totally prepared to begin forward operations? No going back now, Joey. Over. I was making fun of you, dweeb, but I'm not going anywhere. Trust crucial on the battlefield, Joey. Hoping presence on monsters have tipped the equation away from typical skepticism. Over. I trust you. Okay, that's fair. Okay, what do I need to know? Your current position, not secure. Large yard facing windows. Location compromised to enemy. Situation rapidly deteriorating. Must have gone to attic, Joey. Over. The attic? Yes, the attic. Strong door. Well stocked with tactical material. Take left out of bedroom. Go upstairs. Highest room in house. Over. I know what the attic is, Jude. It's just a weird suggestion. What else is new? More inscrutable rambling from my treehouse, lunatic brother? Don't understand. You sound confused. Trying to help. Over. Look, just shut up, okay? I'll sneak up there, lock the door, and you can call our babysitter. Too late to reach your lab working day. Long done. Over. Oh no, you're right. Agreed on both counts. Babysitter capable of Strifer could help to scales. Might also help convince you to get to safety. Jude, I'm gonna get this stupid attic, okay? I'm sorry for being mean. You have your weapon? Over. Sure don't. Why would I keep that thing around? Serpents swarming everywhere. Over. Want me to fight them? With a flashlight? Don't blame me for being nervous with high concentration of serpent presence. Must be brave. Your brother believes in you and you know you can beat the serpents. Over. Stop saying serpents. You recall where weapon is. Over. Where weapon is. Over. Yeah, it's in the closet. Understood. All set then. Over. No, I mean the hall closet. Crap. Over. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to take your word about all this. You are sure about all this, right? Absolutely, extremely certain. Over. Over and out. Squirt. Alright, so seems like the flashlight, aka our weapon, is gonna be in the hallway closet. It's the 11th of November. Today started off just like any other day, with another sunrise and the sound of songbirds going hog wild there in the trees. But their songs a little but stopped, and now there's something else going hog wild out there. You don't know what it is, but it ain't birds. It ain't sure as heck ain't hogs. Mark. You've already marked today's day as part of your daily routine. If anyone claims that you didn't exist on the day of November 10th, 1994, you show that big red X right in front of the face and prove them wrong. Alright, let's go outside. Room. Looks like the coast is clear, for now. Hurry to the hall closet and retrieve your weapon before that crafty old snake, can get the drop on you. So I should get my old weapon for the hall closet and then head up to the attic, right? Affirmative. Also refrain from excess chatter. Over. Oh, right. Yeah. Bye. Could alert monsters. Over. Yeah, I got it. I'm going. Bye. Can't be too careful in this espionage game, Joey. Silence golden. Over. Jude, shut up. Remember, one time on training mission, couldn't keep my trap shut. Blue boy really landed us in a pickle. Over. You never had any training. I'm turning off the walkie. Bye. Over and darn. Jude insisted the terrified horse was being abducted. Your counter-argument completely schooled him. Okay. Painting now commemorates your triumph and a particularly spectacular queen nativity. Whatever, I don't know. It's your mother's jewelry box, a priceless heirloom of immeasurable sentimental value. Also, there appears to be some of your brother's empty can of Pringles. Can I? Your mom's jewelry box. This is where you found your heirloom when you were very young. Long after what happened. It was just nestled in there among her fine, beautiful jewels, and you just took it. You just had this feeling like you had to keep it safe. You wanted something first to be just for you. It's your mother's about. Okay. It is a globe-like sculpture with an arrow that conveniently alerts you to the location of the ceiling. Ah, so that's where it is. Thank you, globe-like sculpture. Give it a tap. Wow, look at it go. Well, that's stimulating. This thing's always giving you the creeps, but that didn't stop you from patching it up after Jude accidentally ripped it with an experimental boneless dart. For the first and last Durgen war with Jude, Belinda here provides great cover for those who refuse to use firearms, namely you. Tried to distract him with your tap dancing, and you then stick a dart on him. It didn't work at all. At all. This gun can shoot a stream of water up to 50 feet away. Too bad you don't use guns. You don't use guns. Darn. Is this Jude's room? This is the door to your neurotic dork of a brother's maximum security bedroom keeps it locked up tight because all the silly conspiracy work he does in there. We sincerely doubt you'll be entering this room anytime soon, but really, why would you even want to? It's full of nerd-stinking goober crud, not to mention, its rarest pet usually lurks. You love all animals, but just the same, that's the one you'd rather let you deal with. You're light bright. Hours of fun with the number of hours and degree of fun dependent on the power of your imagination, which in your case means many hours and lots of fun. Star. The wolf demon thing. Family, it seems. Or me like Jude. Claire, I think was her name, and the dog. Spiral. And then back here. You've always been a bit creeped out by the monsters in the water. It feels like the eyes are following you, but only sometimes. It's the hallway closet. If memory serves, there's a box full of some old belongings of yours in here. I wonder if that's what you're looking for. Before that, I want to see what's over here. A bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too you don't play with that much anymore. Basically a pile of useless trash. You got this toy caterpillar so you can learn how to cure caterpillar diseases. It turns out plush caterpillars don't get sick. Still pretty cute though. Friend. Caterpillar can't help you, and you can't help the caterpillar. Not productive friendship, but at least nobody's being taken advantage of. Bunch of stuff that should be moved. Yeah, we already read that. On the rare occasions he is home, Paul can be heard bumping up here while attending to his hoard of stupid antique trash or precious artifacts, you mean. No, you don't. It's locked, but you need to get in here as soon as you can. Peer through the keyhole. Here, what the heck was that thing? How long has it been here? Hey, the attic door's locked. Cripes, forgot about that. Tactical blunder on my part. Over. It's fine, no big deal. Just left the safety on my room to be eaten by monsters in the hallway. You know, because my dorky brother sent me the safety on the wrong side of the locked door. It is not fine. Over. Jude! Panic not necessary. Extreme danger possible, however, should acquire a weapon out in all haste. Will relay key whereabouts upon weapon retrieval. Over. Fine. So it is fine. Over. Bye. Over and out. About here. What's over here? Oh, same place. The lamp's not even plugged in. There are at least 9 possible light sources in your immediate area, so maybe it got lost in a typically well-illuminated shuffle. However, let's just go into the closet. You think about it before, that's when this closet door was shut. You had a reasonably good guess about what was inside. But now, your guess is even more reasonable. There we go. Again, search the box while it's that high up on the shelf. The box probably has the stuff you need, but you can't reach. Wonder what your next step should be. Actually, your tap shoes might be the solution to this problem. If you could get a good stomp going, you might be able to tumble that box right off the shelf. So, what am I supposed to do? What's this? The attic was a bust for now, and you've gotten lucky at avoiding monsters. We really do need to gear up with your strife weapon before you go downstairs. like... Do I have to, like, do something? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Shoot. So how am I supposed to get up there? Use. You could scrounge some ammo, but you don't use guns, so you won't. I'm very confused. Let me just save, I guess. So how am I supposed to... Maybe there's like something here? Maybe there could be like a box or something? This? Maybe I could find like a chair? No. Beanbag? Also no. Same thing. What these bats? You really like this poster, but can't really say why. It's pretty, and you like the expression on the ballerina's face. You wonder if this is what it's like when adults go to museums to look at actual art. You hope so. Appreciate. Give it a good hard stare. Yeah, you're appreciating the heck out of this art. It'd be difficult, if not possible, for anyone to appreciate it more. So I'm still confused. What am I supposed to do? Best thing I could think of is like try to look for something I could like stand on, but doesn't look like there is anything I could actually lock on. Did I just get soft locked? I believe I've gone soft locked. I actually just got soft locked. What? Okay, wait. And we're back. So I'm still confused. How am I? It's like, why can't I just like... Can't search the box while it's that high up on the shelf. Alright. No, I can't. Might be able to get a good stomp going. You might be able to tumble the box right off the shelf. Do I just like walk around or something? Also, I'm surprised there's nothing to do with this. Let me make out this. The door to your room. Heavy personalized, of course. Jude thinks he's the only one who can nerd up his door, but you shoved him to can, and in fact will play that game. What about this? The hallway seems spookier from this side. Frankly, you just feel a little spookier yourself, just basking in its spooky aura. I'm really lost. I really don't know what to do. They're just gonna keep walking around. No, your precious heirloom doesn't seem to go in the ratty cardboard box that you forgot was in the closet. Can tell because you can't put it in there. I'm so confused. I don't understand any of this. What about this? What is this? The lady was just hanging out in her altogether. Which you mean, who are you to judge? Except it made you slightly uncomfortable, so you churched her up a little. You feel kind of silly about it now, but whatever. You're like, hey. I seriously can't move this? Wait, I'm really stumped. I don't know what to do. I'm not reading anymore. I'm getting tired of this. Shoes. Oh, top shoes. Wait, let me... Wow, that's literally all it took. Wow, I'm stupid. Nice. Search. You pick through the box and find your flashlight and an old pair of ballet slippers. These will come in handy. Hey, there's some pet treats in here too. You keep caches of these all over. You never know when you'll need them to treat a pet. Go ahead and try a flashlight. Click, click. Another battery problem? You open it up. Well, there's no batteries in here at all. Just a bunch of stupid pogs. Dang it, dude. Found my old strife weapon. Guess what? It's for you stupid pogs. Crap, forgot those. Please keep safe. Over. Okay, but I'm not gonna take especially good care of them. Please protect Mulder at all costs. Over. Ugh, you and Mulder. This goalie pod gets obviously where it's at. Terms are acceptable. Please keep them safe, but she's yours. Over. Still need to get you to the attic. Over. For safety. Right. Oh, whatever. Trusting you, I guess. Appreciate that. Over. Although, so far it hasn't really paid off. Joey, please, just need you to head to the trophy room. Over. Oh, gross, I hate that place. Why does he even need a special trophy room when our whole house is just his dumping ground for whatever garbage he picks up on his stupid adventures? We'll find his kid's attic there. Mysterious whims of absent father not relevant. Fine. Over and out. I guess I have to... Shoot, I just softlocked myself. I think I just softlocked myself again. I just did. And no, I just soft-locked myself twice. Okay, wait, let me just restart yet again. Alright, now I won't soft-lock myself. So, head to the trophy room. Affirmative. Over. Got it. Over and out. Okay, that was it. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. Just had to take a closer look. Pa used to be great with animals. Wonder what happened? Maybe a betrayal? No, impossible. Look at how good that dog is. The dog never betrayed anyone in its entire life. You would stake your entire reputation on it. Whole thing. I can't even look at this picture. You deplore cruelty to animals. One of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways was how he never actually looked at you much, let alone at your eyes. Mom was the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, has he ever changed his look? Sometimes you wonder if he was born with his spectacles and a mustache, or at least one of the two. You and Jude have a lot of fun memories with your babysitter. Right now, probably more than with your mom and Pa combined. You always thought of her as the kind and cool and fun older kid you wanted to be, as you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. You wonder what her family is like. That's probably not your place to ask. There aren't any pictures of the three of you all together, so you tried to make one through the art of composition by hanging these three solo photos together. It kind of looks like there's a photo of all three of you. Sorta. Okay. A lovely diptych of school portraits. The laser background, the bad hair days, simply perfection. Jude puts the diptych. You mutter to yourself, such an unreal burn on the unsuspecting chump, but you probably wouldn't even get it. Come to think of it, maybe neither do you. A lovely of school portraits, I guess. Pa and someone you presume is his sister? Nobody's ever mentioned, not that the two of you talk much. Kinda weird to think that you have, like, a second cousin out there you never met. Maybe she died young? The old-timey times were pretty rough. You're a very good dog. Ooh la la. That there, mom's looking trust glaminific. When you grow up, you hope this is what mirrors will look like. I guess I could just go down here. This guy, what is he so happy about anyways? His expression probably made more sense in its original context. That's to say whatever tomb or temple eat, or whatever that your Pa plundered him from. Oh shoot. Well, the power is out. That should make the trophy room quite the adventure, which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. Well, it would seem the power's out. Classic PsyOps. Over. What? Credit where it's due. Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally. Over. Not literally. It's fine. It's still, like, the afternoon. I can see fine. Then have no trouble getting to the trophy room then. Over. Fine then, Mr. Mission Control. Yes. Great. Over and out. A beanbag chair. Super comfy and thankfully not filled with real beans. You could take a nap. We've kinda got a lot going on right now, you know. Just your reliable portable cassette player, complete with headphones. You can occasionally be found using it to further isolate himself from reality. Batteries? Dead batteries, of course. Seems to be a running theme. This bookshelf contains several of Pa's books, including Pistols to Pelts, How to Turn Sweet Intelligent Animals into Weird Roads and stuff, but yourself taxidermy, I guess, and safari stories of old men and the animals they kill from a distance even though they were weary and hungry and did not intend to eat them. Wow. You can't tell if the noises you hear are from the monsters or the wind. It's either some particularly whooshy monsters or some really groany wind. Even the protection of your home seems like a bad idea. My big creatures and weirdos are fully out there. You think you'll stay inside, where your chances of meeting creatures and weirdos are still pretty good, honestly. One of your paw's recent victims love animals. He loves killing animals to turn them into ghoulish trophies to bring his victory over nature. Yeah, big man, as long as his big stupid gun. It's better that your paw shot and turned into a trophy. Now all his friends who come in his room will think, oh, this guy shot a bear. Okay. So he really doesn't really have any friends, and he's never here. So it's just a big horrifying thing for you to deal with. Oh. Okay. The leaves in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone will look like that in blue. The lamp, goodness, you'd like to meet the lady who modeled for it someday. This piece was too depressing, so I gave it a nice refinishing. If your pa has a problem with it, he's welcome to say so the next time he's actually around. I wonder if you'll be driving by then. To college. Where you teach because you're an adult, and 20 years have passed. You've always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Whoever painted it must have a very good imagination. Either that or they painted it very, very fast. About like 5 or 4 yawns this video. Very fast. This lamp makes you blush brighter than the lamp itself. It's in here. Trophy? The sound you've heard since you entered the kitchen grows louder as you approach. The awful static is like nothing you've ever heard, and you want to go back to not hearing it as soon as possible. Turn the radio off. Okay. Your babysitter has just really atrocious taste. You're only 14 and even you can tell this is just really crummy. The power is off, and as such your fax machine is basically useless. This is an unacceptable state of affairs. You visualize all the delicious items that could be in the cool embrace of the refrigerator, but you are not. It's empty. Food shopping has become sporadic of late. Turns out tipsy babysitters are fairly bad at responsibilities. Look, you're not saying you never had home-cooked meals. Your babysitter is a pretty good chef, even. Just, well, none of you like doing dishes, and the nice thing about takeout is you can just eat it right out of the boxes and then throw the boxes away. Of course, none of you really like taking out the trash either. I can tell. This mummy is currently blocking your access to the rest of the house. He's been here ever since your pa left in here months ago. Yeah, I don't have a lot of chance you would be able to move the Pharaoh Napoleon over here. With the power out, you'll need some kind of light source before staying down this broken neck trap. I wonder, can I? I probably can't, but... Now, it would have been nice to like switch batteries from the walkie-talkie to the flashlight. Wait, I want to see. Can I look through the window? There are monsters out there, watching, working up an appetite. Why? With all those monsters out there, you think you'll just save a shot. Actually, you don't actually know how to open this window. Short of breaking it. Boy, your pa really gets inventive with his taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. Ooh. Your room is really giving you the creeps. You hear something. Breathing. Something else, you mean? Besides you. You're gonna need to have some D-cell batteries if you want this flashlight to serve any purpose other than emergency box storage container and very poorly designed paperweight. So, just as you passed into the living room, pulling the door shut behind you, it shuddered as something heavy and wet slammed against it from the other side. You can't see anything in the trophy room. It's way too dark. Odd. Rest of house navigable. Over. Consider utilizing flashlight. Over. You mean the one you filled with your pogs? That flashlight? Joey, please. Over. No use dwelling on past. Over. Doesn't matter anyway. Something is walking the door to the trophy room now. Something? Something from a Mori. Over. Yeah. I'm not sure what. Strange. For now, recommend focus on the restoring power before the sun. How many yawns have I had this video? I could probably try counting them and put it in the description. As oh geez, you're right. Okay. I do that. Thanks for the reminder. The electricity is retrieve key anyway, over. What? Can't discuss over unsecure channel, over and out. So, where am I supposed to go? You pop open the behemoth and score. You pocket the E-cell batteries, run to the yellow Solidex. But these batteries are so huge they don't even begin to fit. Like fitting a round peg into a round hole that's a bit smaller than a peg. You need some D-cell batteries. Nope, that doesn't work. What are these? Ooh, that'd be just a thing, wouldn't it? Some kind of eerie, lonely sonata to really set the tone for the adventure ahead. Something in a minor key, maybe. It's a shame that'll probably provoke a bunch of monsters to eat you. Also, you can't really play the piano. Wait, headphones. Can I interact with the headphones? Seems like not. Seems I can't. These used to be stocked neatly on the shelves, but your big dog came clambering through and slammed right into them. They tumbled everywhere. That was about 3 years ago. You aren't great housekeepers. Just the pipe. Oh, wait. Any hot tips for getting the power back on? Significant power outage seems to grant an invader significant advantage over. That's not really a tip. It's more like just an explanation for why I'm trying to do it. Not sure what to tell you. Circuit breaker probably in basement, over. See, that was very helpful. Thanks, do your best. Over and out. Oh wait, are there batteries in the radio? Tuner. You'll pop open the battery compartment. Jackpot. These cells. You can never have too many batteries and never in too many different sizes either. Is this the right one? Yeah. Another electric device successfully powered through clever manipulation of resources in your immediate environment. You're on fire. Your flashlight fully functional and in fit fighting form. You feel significantly better equipped to handle most low-light environments, and also to beat the bejesus out of any of these creeps that get too close. Although that's the last resort, of course. Oh wow. Very ominous here. Maybe because you grew up in a house where nobody really cooks, we have no idea what to do with these cooking implements. Food. Great mystery. So I was searching for, like, a breaker or something, right? So I move one box, and the whole pile is liable to come tumbling down on you. You need to find a way to get them all moving at once. Shake them up somehow. Control tumble. That's the ticket. Totally unmoved. We need to step a little livelier to get this sturdy suck out of the way. Oh shoot. Oh, hey. Flip the breaker hand. Oh, wow. What was that? Oh. It's the worm thing. Stripe. You got no chance of being this thing. You gotta get away. Step on it. How? How do I get away though? Wow. Shuffle and scoot. I'll step in. Wow. Graceful abscond. There we go. Karma abscond, Joe. Congratulations. Oh. There's a demo. Okay. There's so much more to see because of how to swap out one. Yeah, whatever. Wow, there goes the demo. So I was right about it being in the Homestuck universe. You can tell by the troll. There's one. Apparently there's gonna be 4 acts in this, and there's only 3 right now. But anyways, that was the demo for hiveswap. I'll try, maybe I could try and make a full video on the full hiveswap. Not like a full, complete playthrough, but like, just like different, separate videos, you know what I'm trying to say, right? But anyways, I guess this will be the end of this video, so goodbye.